Do you want to enter the forgotten?
Quick, let's make a sneak attack. Yeah! Let me through! You're not going anywhere! Dodge this! Take this! Shape of Taishu! Rise, Venus!
Time for a fun.
Choose him to strike. Come on. Not a scrap. Let me through. Dodge this.
More action.
Gotcha. My turn. Hello.
What's wrong with you? You look like you just got shocked by an electric snail. Relax, I'm just dropping by for a visit. I was hacking through the dark regions of the inner astral network a while ago and happened to see a signal from the Astral Express. So I thought I'd stop by to check it out. What you see in front of you is a hologram, just as harmless as the whale holograms you see floating around the Express. Here, see for yourself. Seeing is believing, right? If you're still not convinced, you can cut off the network connection on the Express, and I'll disappear into thin air. Until you turn it back on, of course.
thinking about work gives me a full-body migraine. Today's...
Do you know how to fix a star?
What does that mean? It's just a picture. Are we supposed to meet someone there? It's like one of those messages a kidnapper sends in a horror movie.
That's enough of that. Come on, let's go.
Today's fortune is... not good for work or overtime. Today's fortune is... not good for work or overtime.
Hurry up, Qingque. We'll be fossils by the time you're finished.
I heard there was a disaster in the Divination Commission's delve? I'm surprised you're in the mood to play right now, Qingque.
Even if the sky was gonna collapse on the Divination Commission, the Master Diviner would be there to hold it up. What she lacks in height, she more than makes up for in stamina. Anyway, I didn't come here just to play. She ordered me to wait here for our guests. Time is precious. I'm simply multitasking. It's the place in the photo, all right. Is this a games parlor? What kind of problem can they possibly be facing? Isn't this hand a problem? I have the worst luck. Oh, hi there! I can tell just by looking at you that you're the Divination Commission's guests. I know, I'm sorry. I was going to wait for you by the statue, but... Ah! Triplet! But folks from the Realm Keeping Commission descended on the area. It's too loud over there now. Pass! Pass! So I thought to myself, why Wouldn't it be better to meet somewhere quieter? Four of a kind! And wouldn't that be more fun, too? Better to show you the real Exalting Sanctum and introduce you to a true Xianzhou pastime, Celestial Jade! Aha! Victory! Now that my wish has been fulfilled, there's nothing holding us back. Follow me, honored guests. I must apologize for your long wait, honored guests.
It wasn't too long. Seeing your enthusiasm for this Celestial Jade game has stoked my curiosity.
I'm glad to hear it. You clearly have excellent taste. If you're interested, I can show you how to play. It's great fun.
Sure.
Mr. Yang, is this really the best time? Ah, look. Is that
It's an ancient tree. We call it the Ambrosial Arbor. It was once the Xianzhou Lafu's prized treasure.
I didn't know the Skyfaring Commission were history buffs. Not bad. Younger generations usually don't know much about it. It's said that the Ambrosial Arbor is an ancient remnant from when the Xianzhou roamed the ether. From a distance, it looks like half a tree stump. But according to records of the early nation, in its prime, it wound into the heavens and from it celestial bodies hung.
meaning?
It means the tree was as tall as the sky and stars hung from its branches.
So, how big was it? Bigger than the Express? Bigger than Herta Space Station? No, that can't be right. Stars hung from its branches. Then, how did it fit in the Xianzhou?
Those are metaphors. You shouldn't take poetry so literally. Anyway, it's just a legend. I see this view every day on my way to work. I'm kind of bored of it. Let's go.
Need your extractor cleaned or your...
We're almost there, everyone. Stay close. Just a heads up, please don't go running off once we're inside. Maybe the Master Diviner's guests, but she hates people who don't abide by rules and regulations. Oh, and people who ask too many questions, not to mention... Please, don't push her buttons.
We're just here for the questioning. We'll leave as soon as it's over.
Not good for work or overtime.
Gale Force!
My turn! When they keep... Wow! My turn.
Here!
Spirit never dies. To the clouds! I'm on guard. Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move!
My turn. Wait for the tiles.
Try that again. You can't run!
Stay the course. Gale force. The wind is rising. Bolt! From the bow!
Tough luck running into me! Phew!
Choose when to stay calm.
Wow!
So strange.
Oh, let me guess. The gate isn't working?
I don't understand. It's never been locked before. And no one told me to take a key. Hey! I know the food here sucks, but that's no reason to shut the gate on our guests!
Are you really from the Divination Commission?
No way. She's already demoted me to managing the repository. What else does she want from me? There's no need to panic, okay? This isn't the only entrance into the Divination Commission. I know an emergency access.
Easy as that. Gale Force!
My turn! Choose from gotcha. Come on.
You can't run! Try that again!
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Here it is.
You seem familiar. Is this where you come to avoid doing work?
You're pretty sharp. Divination Commission staff call this the Loafing Gate. When there's nothing to do, we often sneak out from here and spend a few hours lazing around outside.
A few hours?
Work overtime.
Do you have any vacancies?
Ugh, Stellaron corrosion. What's going on? Great. This gate won't open either. We've kept the Master Diviner waiting. No doubt she'll blame unreliable Jinja for messing up once again.
I knew I'd offended that diviner. That's why she sent this girl to help us.
Miss Qingqie, if you don't mind, may I take a look?
Huh? Oh, no need. Actually, I was just being polite. I don't see why not. Let me show you. This thing is pretty fun. Wow, you're amazing, Mr. Yang. You handled that well for an outsider. I officially hand over the title of Keeper of the Loafing Gate to you. Today's fortune is... not good for work or overtime. Today's fortune is...
you're surprised? Anyone?
Here comes trouble.
Can't we run around to them for a change?
Gale Force!
Wait for the top. Luck of the draw, please. And victory! We're on a roll.
To the clouds!
Tough luck running into me!
The wind is rising. Bolt! From the bow!
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move!
When they keep quiet. Wow, my turn.
Try that again! You can't run!
When they keep... We're on a roll. Today's fortune is... not good for work or overtime.
Without the wind.
Told you I could fight.
They come. Come on. They come. My turn.
Lance at the ready.
You can't run! Try that again!
Stay the course. To the clouds!
My turn!
I'm on guard.
Spirit never dies. Gale Force!
Tough luck running into me! Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move!
Lance ablaze. Don't lose momentum. Lance, forward!
Win big, keep quiet.
Lance at the ready.
As easy as that. To the clouds! The wind is rising. Bolt! From the bow!
You can't run! Told you I could fight.
They got my turn.
I'm glad we're all out safely.
Will of preservation.
I'm sorry, the Cloud Knights have orders from the Master Diviner to secure the Commission's safety. The area up ahead is temporarily closed.
Wow, a rare honor.
Me? Have we met?
No, I met Chinchua. I didn't expect to see her here during work hours.
That's unfair. I'm working hard. Look, these are the guests the Master Diviner wants to meet.
A rare honor.
Are you talking about us this time?
Yes, the Master Diviner rarely allows outsiders. She likes her peace and quiet. If you want to see the Master Diviner, head straight to the Matrix of Prescience. They're short of hands. The Master Diviner is run off her feet, and the Cloud Knights stationed there are driving away evil spirits. I don't know when they'll be done.
We're in the money.
No, I meant
That's unfair. I'm working.
a rare. If you want to see them, they're short of hands.
This is the Matrix of Prescience, a large-scale Jade Abacus calculation terminal. It's the pride and joy of the Divination Commission.
We've heard the term Jade Abacus a few times now. Would you mind explaining what it is, Miss Qingque?
A Jade Abacus is just... a Jade Abacus. That's a good question, Mr. Yang. It might take me a minute to give you an answer. Let me think. The book, Glimpses into the Beyond, describes it as living jade engraved with symbols for divination into the unknown. Just like engraving a seal, the craftsmen of the Xianzhou Artisanship Commission carve faint symbols into pieces of jade and then insert them into machines to get them to operate according to a certain intention. Some jade abacuses are small enough to fit inside bracelets and jewelry. We put the bigger ones into instruments of calculation, so we can simulate the future and learn from the past. Take the Matrix of Prescience here as an example. As long as sufficient information is provided, it can answer questions on anything, from the evolution of natural phenomena to the metabolism of living things. They say the theory behind the symbols was handed down by Noose, the Wisdom Walker. The principles are so profound that in the Divination Commission, only the Master Diviner truly understands them.
Seems like it, but Jade Abacus does sound a lot better. Besides, ordinary computers don't have cool backstories. Technology handed down from Noose. Huh. Even in Madame Herta's space station, I never saw anything related to Noose.
Anyway, don't dwell on names. As long as the machine works, what does it matter whether it's a Jade Abacus or a computer? Just like today, would it have mattered if Baichue had brought you here instead of Jingchue? It makes no difference at all. We're almost at the Matrix of Prescience core. The Master Diviner should be waiting.
Meta-algorithm reading complete. Inputting Jade Abacus for simulation. Divination inference complete. Hexagrammatic position established. Fluctuation range is between the marsh and the water trigrams. Error margin of 0.2%. The algorithm is correct, so what's interfering with the instruments?
Diviner Fu, how are things progressing?
We're fluctuating between the Heaven and Thunder trigrams. A step forward bridge is no distance hence.
And for those who don't speak Fu Shen?
It's an utter disaster. How's that for a Divination Commission fortune? The Matrix of Prescience has stopped operating, and the symbols have dimmed. There are Stellaron spirits wreaking havoc inside the Commission, and the Cloud Knights are struggling to protect civilians. I want to restore the Matrix of Prescience, but I have no forces available. And on top of all of that, General, we still have to deal with the Stellaron Hunter you handed to us. If that's not an utter disaster, then I don't know what is.
But you're Fu Shen, the seer. The boundless, omniscient. Bringing luck and avoiding misfortune is your strong suit, isn't it?
You don't need to flatter me, General. It's natural for fortune to fluctuate. There's no escaping it. The Divination Commission simply does its best to uncover the good and the bad and then make the right decisions. We have no magical means to turn the tide.
And that is precisely why we need you in charge. When it comes to handling clairvoyant Stellaron hunters, who better than Fu Shen the Seer? As for reinforcements, you didn't think I'd be unprepared, did you? Look, help has just arrived.
Master Diviner, I brought you the guests. Though, it wasn't your order I received. So general. Even guests are on the payroll these days?
Well, since they're here already, I may as well make use of them.
Entering the Matrix of Prescience without my permission is a breach of protocol. Would be an ungracious thing to say in the present circumstances. I admit I'm pleasantly surprised to see you here. Qingque is often unreliable, but she comes through for us when the need arises. I was waiting for the Matrix of Prescience to resume operations so that you might gain insight into my divination techniques. It was rude of me to keep you waiting so long.
No need for the formalities. We heard what the General said. If you need something from us, just say the word.
Very well, then I'll keep this brief. The Divination Commission is currently understaffed. I need your help to restart the Matrix of Prescience's space terminals. And eliminate the Stellaron spirits along the way. Qingque will accompany you. She'll be in charge of restarting the terminal. As for eliminating the spirits... Psst.
I hath divined our future. We are destined to be errand runners. Forever.
What? Which magic word?
The universal one? Please?
Please.
Good enough.
Team Shui, restarting the base terminals will be your responsibility. Oh, and forget everything you saw and heard just now. Is this what I get? No reward and a bunch of extra work? The Master Diviner wants me to restart the Matrix of Prescience's base terminals. And bring you along for the ride. I worked so hard on getting transferred to the repository. It's the best place to slack off and be invisible. Now I actually have career prospects. This is terrible. If I screw it up, they might fire me. But if I get it done right, they'll send me more work. I'm gonna ask more questions next time. I could be playing Celestial Jade right now. I'm gonna ask more. Team Shui, restarting the base. Oh.
It's been a while, my astro guests. Thanks to you, the Lawfu has successfully brought Kafka to justice. I am truly grateful. There hadn't been a single Stellaron hunter arrest since the Inter-Astral Peace Corporation issued their bounty. This is a victory for the Xianzhou. How can we compete when our paths diverge? The Alliance has taken an oath to hunt down undying abominations, while the IPC is dedicated to their preservation. The Alliance and the Corporation occasionally work together, but ultimately, our ways are different. Still, it's a pleasure for me to be able to say that the Xianzhou has captured a criminal wanted by the IPC. Still, at present, Kafka has no intention of speaking, and the Stellaron hunter's motives remain unknown. We must rely on the power of the Divination Commission to unearth the truth.
Unearth the truth? You mean interrogate Kafka with the Matrix of Prescience?
Precisely. The Matrix of Prescience is the Divination Commission's ultimate weapon, and was originally used to calculate navigation routes and predict future events. But the secrets of the Stellaron hunters cannot remain hidden any longer. I have no choice but to move beyond conventional protocol. We must use divination to ascertain Kafka's intent. Everything hinges on restoring the Matrix of Prescience, which is why I would like you to help Diviner Fu complete the setup. I am eternally grateful for your assistance.
Let me see. This is the temporal terminal. Observes the potential of the temporal plane. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to time. That should do it.
What? You just matched up those symbols. Is that it?
The more complex something is, the more important it is to keep it simple. Don't you think?
If it's so simple, why didn't your master diviner come and do it herself?
Maybe deep down she just wants to be lazy once in a while. Like me.
I will guard the Matrix core. Once we've restarted the 3 terminals, Kafka's interrogation can commence. When we're finished, I'll give you enough time to talk to her. Once activated, the Matrix of Prescience analyzes all the information contained in the target, Kafka in this case, and transfers anything pertaining to the Xianzhou into the Diviner's consciousness. Every one of us walks a path, moving ceaselessly through time and space, creating all manner of karma in our wake. How are things progressing? I have yet to sense the connection between the 3 base terminals. Divination is no mere conjecture. If the parameters are insufficient and uncertainty surrounds the target, then it is like looking for a needle in a galaxy. Do you understand? Furthermore, interference caused by the Stellaron spirits that infiltrated the Commission has greatly reduced the accuracy of our divination. The margin of error could be as high as 0.2%. I cannot tolerate such inaccuracies in our interpretations. So, have you activated the terminals yet? Why is the Matrix of Prescience still unresponsive? There is no what if, because nothing remains unforeseen. The Matrix's algorithm is known as the way of all change. It accounts for every unpredictability on the path of all things with uncountable enumerations. When your objects of measure are eras of time and oceans of stars, there are no true variables in the world. No more questions. Have you activated the 3 terminals? I will guard the Matrix when we're finished.
must be the Karma Terminal. They say this terminal is designed to establish the causal relationships between objects. Done. Next.
I will guard the Matrix when we're finished. I'll give you enough. There is the Matrix is out. No more questions. Have you activated the 3 terminals?
What the heck is this? It looks like a walking gate.
Take it easy. There's nothing supernatural on the Cianzhou. It's an arumaton. It's guarding the Matrix of Prescience. They're stationed at various strategic places.
I feel like like it needs a sign saying mortals forbidden or something.
We're here by order of the Master Diviner to restart the Matrix of Prescience. Friends, not foes.
Passage.
March! You should join the Divination Commission. Quick, do something!
Brave the wind! Gale force!
My turn!
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Spirit never dies.
Tough luck running into me! Here! Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move!
Choose me strike.
You can't run! Try that again!
Lance at the ready.
Wait for the tide. Stay calm. Look at the draw, please. And victory!
You can't run!
Keep going.
Oh, what the heck is this? It looks like a walking gate.
Take.
Trickier to crack.
My turn! Phew!
Come on. Look at the draw, please. And victory!
I'm on guard.
Can I have fun? This combat need. This is double speed.
Not a scratch.
You can't run!
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move! Tough luck running into me! Here!
Lance at the ready.
Try that again! No! You can't run! Annoying! Phew!
More enemies.
It's time.
Choose me something. My turn.
Try that again! Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move! You can't run!
Can I fun this time.
Here! Wait for the tiles. Come on. We're on a roll.
Let me guess. Time, karma. I bet the next terminal is energy related.
Darn, the spatial terminal. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to space. You probably could have guessed that. Today's fortune is... We did it. All 3 terminals activated. Let's go back to the core and report to the Master Diviner.
Well done, all of you. I can sense the matrix of prescient symbols re-illuminating. Now, to interrogate Kafka. Those of you in the core may feel a few impacts. Are you ready? Well done. Now, are you ready?
Is this really necessary?
I have no interest in the words of wanted criminals, especially those skilled in the art of manipulation. So, say what you will. I'm here to witness the divination of the Matrix of Prescience. The Divination Commission has ways of extracting the truth, and they're far more effective than a conversation.
Then please, Master Divine.
That's why you're here? All for that?
Well, not what you were expecting.
I can't believe it. But the Matrix of Prescience cannot be wrong. Kafka has nothing to do with Stellaron, but you... It's you. Absurd. I'd never have thought it. Ask her yourself. Take as long as you wish. I must report this to the General immediately. Please excuse me.
You go last. I know you still have many questions.
You go. I don't want to talk to that woman. Be careful, though. Don't get fooled by her again. Fool you what now? Stop it. I'm getting Fu Xuan vibes.
If there are questions you want Kafka to answer, now's the time. There are many things I want to know, but they can wait.
Hi. You haven't changed. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me. Elio said he forced... Since you asked one of the three questions, it means everything is... Cienjo's Stellaron problem is not... Diviner Fu was... Two, someone else brought the Stellaron into the Cienjo and activated it. A result of both. However, that's all the Master Diviner knows. As for number 3, we're here for you. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? In the future that Elio chose, the power of the hunt is it. And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Lafu's general in person and to help him. What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters? Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil. There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. You know, even eons can be.
Hey, Lorcha. You didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Keep going, it's interesting. So, neons can die, huh? Weird. I thought they were invincible.
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world. Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings. Nonetheless, ordinary beings could not have orchestrated the fall of the propagation. That eon was slain at the hands of another eon.
I don't understand. They're all eons. Why do they want to fight?
Are you really from the Cienjo? Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaosha. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaosha the Alliance's cherished aim?
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the Hunt and the Abundance, I'm afraid there's just too much to explain.
Fine. How's this for a subject? What's in the box?
Oh, this one? It's a casket, more commonly known as a coffin. It's for containing the remains of the deceased.
The deceased? Aren't you a merchant?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Cienjo. Ah, I'd quite forgotten. For long life species, death is probably a distant concept.
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. death is a common occurrence. It's just, we don't put bodies in boxes? Coffins. In the Xianzhou, people go to the Hall of Karma in the Ten Lords Commission and consecrate the names and jade abacuses of the dead. It's our way of saying goodbye. The Foxians and the Videodora have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in star skiffs and then let them drift out into the stars. They call it the returning. As for the Videodora, they're more mysterious. They say that when a Videodora is very old or has a fatal injury, they turn into an egg that looks like a pearl. When the shell breaks, they come out looking young again. My mom calls the Videodora long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the Videodora could turn into dragons. I don't know if that's true. What do you know? Silent but deadly speaks.
Your mother is right. The Videodora are long scions. They are descendants of the Eon of Permanence. That was why some, but not all, could turn into dragons. The power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to those who could successfully complete numerous rites and challenges. For the inheritor, it was hard to say whether it was a blessing or a curse.
I've heard the story of Long the Permanence and their descendants. Many myths and legends praise the Eon for a rich and immortal life. But for some reason, the Eon disappeared among the stars without a trace. Almost as if they had never existed, leaving only their descendants. Every life has its limit. Even the Eons are not truly immortal and will eventually reach the end of their lives.
Let me ask you one more question. Do you know the person in the coffin?
Yes.
A friend?
No.
So, a sweetheart?
Miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual in the coffin is neither friend nor relative. We met only once. By chance, I made someone a promise, and so I have to run this errand. Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've all had enough rest.
This will strengthen our position.
What was it? A new crucible for the furnace.
I've no interest in conflict. Don't worry about me.
Let me through!
You!
Take this! Shake, rise, Venus!
Eternal sleep is nothing.
Dead return!
Wanna see
Aurora struck.
It looks like someone's hurt.
Wait. Let's think before we act.